Courtney Axline from Learning RX joins us now. And today we're talking about screen time versus green time. Thanks for speaking with us, Courtney. And Courtney, it can be hard to get them away from the tablet sometimes.
It can, and as adults as well, technology and screens are everywhere. And the average child 2 to 8 spends over 2 hours a day in front of a screen, and 8 to 18, they spend over 7 hours a day in front of a screen. And so when we look at that, you can see mood changes. You can see, us training our brains in a way that we don't want it to be trained, like with that immediate gratification, and so some of the things we can do is train that delayed gratification, make them wait. It's okay for your child to be bored, and for us as well. And avoid technology in cars and in restaurants. That's one of the first places we can say, now we're going to talk and have a conversation or play a short little game that we can while we're doing that. Don't be afraid to set the limits when it comes to screen time for your child. Kids need limits and to be able to grow. And so think about what's good for them and not what they want. Even being able to change the Wi-Fi password at home before until they get all of their chores done or whatever you need. You can also set the time limits for the games that they're playing and that screen time that they have on their tablets. And just being able to get your child to get the foundation of workability, folding laundry, tidying up the toys, and doing all of those things that, as adults, we don't really like doing as well, but, they are a necessity. And then just having fun with your child is the last thing. And, do a game night where everybody shuts their phones off and we don't even look at the notifications, take a walk, look at the clouds, use your imagination and teach your child that it's okay and we can have fun without that screen in front of us.
And to distract them, you don't have to do something big or expensive. Like you said, just go for a walk or play some games can be really fun and make some good memories with your family.
Yeah, you really can. Even at night before you go to bed, shut those screens off and just tell stories. Make up your own stories, read a book, and you will notice you have a lot more laughs and a lot more conversations will happen when you put those screens down.
So we know it's important to put the screens away, but what can happen if they do use screen time too much? What are some behaviors you see?
Yeah, so some of the behaviors, they can become irritable, even just noticing that attention span has gone. And so you see that they're, a little more distracted by certain things. And just, that being moody can be another thing that you can see those attitudes change if they spend too much time in front of that screen.
Parents don't want to hear their kids saying they're bored, but being bored can be good for kids sometimes.
It can. It really builds that imagination. It can build that visual processing. It can make your child really be able to focus on different things as well. And we tell our children, only boring people are bored. So you can figure out something to do, but we're not turning on the screens and you just go outside. You kind of sound like an old lady, but, like we used to do, go outside and have some fun and use your imagination.
They may even be bored enough they'll help with chores around the house.
Right.
All right, Courtney, thanks for joining us, and stay with TV9. We'll be right back.